go. This is going to be do or die. Now, literally bumper to bumper. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to BoATV for our second race of the night, GT4 Intercontinental League. Once again at Brands Hatch, and this time I'm joined by none other than Tux. Good evening, mate.
Evening, Roy.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, mate, living the dream.
I've been very well, mate.
we've got to
Since the
stop
start, isn't it? Doesn't mean to go on.
No, you go.
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. I really enjoyed that last race. It was a stunning race, I think. For Brands Hatch, it's hard to overtake, but everyone's pace and there's a few little incidents, but it was pretty one of the best races I've seen for a while, I think.
Yeah, it was. The times are getting so close as well. So everyone.
Yeah, that quality, I think, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, welcome everyone in the chat again. Ooh. Cara, is Cara Mrs. someone?
I think it might be Mrs. Misala, maybe. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun there.
Okay. Yeah. It's
That's just, mate. Who knows?
Someone does. Someone,
yeah.
Someone must know.
Well, these things can get murky sometimes.
Yeah. Murky waters.
But this should be another good race. Loads of people who could win this race. I think that's good. Half the grid could win or be on the podium here.
Oh no, you got it wrong. This is not missing.
Sorry.
They're just friends. Wink.
Okay. Well, maybe. I won't say anything more.
Anyway, moving on swiftly. Before we get in trouble. Or someone else does.
Well, it's a good friend though, coming to support him in the BoA GT4 race. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I like when we get stories of that, like fathers watching their sons and that lot. That's all good, and we've got fathers and sons.
Maybe we should get over there and have a go and enter. She could be the first female BoA driver.
Second.
Have a look.
We used to have a female driver.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not in my time with you, but
not in your time. No, that was well over a year ago. So that was when ACC came out. Actually, she was during our Project Cars days, the good old days.
Okay.
The touring cars.
Yeah. So on ACC.
On ACC, no. Yeah, we first female. Yeah, we've got a couple of girls in Discord, but yeah, as far as I know, it's all males at the moment. So on track, I've got absolutely no problem. I'd love to get a few girls out there. In the tracks and that lot is where it gets a bit murky once again.
It's something we're encouraging with Southwest Sim Racing as well. We're trying to get some girls involved and come and have a go and do some laps and get a bit of tuition. So yeah.
Carl reckons should definitely win. Evening, Sarosa. But yeah, you saying
some good points for Sarosa tonight.
Yeah, decent race there. What's really interesting now, like not the trigger, not getting the jump on everyone in his pit stop, that not working out for him.
I do believe you might have missed something with Trigger. He said something in the chat about having some damage. He had his own off or something. So I think maybe that was he had. I don't know how much damage, but I think it was limiting his pace to a certain degree. So I don't think he fixed it in the pit stop. He said so.
Right, okay. I didn't see any. Yeah, we didn't see any issues.
No.
And we were stuck with that front train for quite a lot at the beginning. Who knows?
Maybe it was just a camera angle, cutting something possibly just before it happened. You never know.
He's pretty zoomed in on this track.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I like about this, like what it's done now, is the fast guys have wanted to race each other, so they've taken over the Euro League. And then
Well, I kind of saw it coming and tried to push a few people in certain directions to make it like it. But, you know, I left it up to them. But I was like, you know, everyone wants to try and race against in the same kind of bracket, don't they, if they can? So
I feel so sorry for Hoonigan though.
I think I think Hoonigan would be at like lower midfield probably if he but he's in that Porsche and it's very tricky, I think. So maybe he'll have a car change coming up. I think he wanted to go Porsche. He wanted to go all Porsche this season because he's Porsche in GT3 as well, isn't he?
And can you swap during the season?
Well, with a points penalty, but we'll see. I mean, if he's really struggling, we don't want people to leave, you know, the race. So we'll see what we can have a chat with him and see what we can do.
That's the thing, is trying to not lose, especially like the mid-pack guys more so. We don't want to lose everything and have them off because they're in.
And he comes, he's there every race, so you know, he's there every race. And again, you know, he's always checks in, and so you know, we're not. You know, we'll see. That rule is mainly there to deter the faster guys to keep swapping cars to suit the tracks and things. So
yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
yeah, I know. That's why we done it in GT3 because people would kept switching around and that lot. So in that test season, I was like, hold on a minute, I foresee a problem. So yeah, we put a stop to it as well. So, but it is tough when someone makes a bad decision, but that's why we do have long breaks in between to give you, give guys
absolutely
the opportunity to get out there and test guys. So, it's going to be a big break this December. Longest we've had 6 weeks, I think it is in total.
There'll be a lot of winter testing with some alcoholic beverages in hand.
But we have got things planned though, like, you know. We're saying that though, last couple of pre-seasons we have been pretty quiet. Like we kind of just wanted a break.
It's
getting bigger.
You've got to, haven't you? Because there's so much chat, there's so much, especially when you're in the admin, you've got to do so much, and you got to, when that time's there, you got to take it because you regret it if you don't. Because then you're halfway in the season, you'll burn out.
And we don't progress it either because then there's no time to learn new software, new techniques.
So you got Stephen Morgan in the chat. I'm guessing is that Morgan. Or is that someone else?
Yeah, I'm believing. I'm assuming so. It makes sense. I'm trying to think that sense. I don't recognise the name from Facebook or anything.
No, well, I'm sure he'll confirm shortly.
Well, he said that race was intense, and he had really intense race.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put two and two together and say
it's Weed Flaming Racing. Luckily, he was his teammate, else he might not have been so. He might have gone for the move, I think, but he did the right thing and backed him up as a reserve because he was backing up the main driver.
Yeah,
so that was good.
He played rearguard really well kept Rog at base.
Yeah, because he had that BMW powered to kind of hold off Rog, didn't he? But I thought the Mercedes and the Audis might have been a little bit quicker tonight. I thought this track might suit him a bit more than the BMW, especially with the track only being fast. I thought, you know, they're a little bit better in the corners.
Yeah.
But the BMW's just a machine.
Yeah. It's like the Bentley, isn't it? Really. You got cars that can.
It's a little bit, but it's not like the Bentley in the wet. And next week we're at Suzuka in the wet, so maybe it won't be so great there. We'll see.
Yeah, interesting. It's good that we're swapping because Zandvoort's going to be dry this weekend, and hot.
Yeah.
So
I think it's good that we don't do GT3 and GT4 wet races the same. There's a little break between them for the guys who are in both series, because it takes a little bit more practice, doesn't it?
Well, I might have to give you access to my secret list of the already set up exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
Just
so if you show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Yeah, no worries. I'll slide into your DMs later.
You've been in there for months, mate. What are you on about?
All good. Anyway. Moving on swiftly. Well, we haven't got the 1.5 second gap between everyone that we had in the last race. Return of the mag.
No, but yeah, but it's practice, and so a lot of them might be doing race fuel and things, depending on how much they've practiced. Some of them do a lot more practice than others, so some of them use this as their only chance to really practice race fuel or whatnot. So let's see what it does in quali.
a shout out to Mago. Actually, he's the reason that BoA is massive on ACC is because he set all the servers up for us. We were all sitting there like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And he came in, wrote the codes, not wrote the codes, but went in and found all the codes and everything, all the JSON files and everything,
absolutely.
set it all up, and gave us a leap in front of most other teams in that lot. So.
And he's just become a dad, is that correct? Or am I?
Sorry,
she's okay. She's expecting.
Sorry, she's pregnant. Or is expecting? Yeah. She's pregnant.
All right. I'm in professional mode, all right?
Yeah. I'll leave the comment. I'll be the comment.
But so he's been he's had his hands full recently, but he's back this week.
Yeah. Well, we've lost him on a Sunday, unfortunately, but it's good to we still see him in the races. It's always good to keep hold of our long-term members.
Yeah. Trigger giving a shout out for Chaotic there, who's leading the times at the minute. I think he was in contention for the win last week, wasn't he? But he had that pit stop because of the limiter was missing. He had the stop and go, so it ruined his race. So I think he's eyeing the win tonight, especially with Shug and Coulthard not on the grid.
Sticking with the AMG, like you mentioned, it was advantage in the wet race, okay? Yeah, so thinking for the full season, not just what you quick on a lap, it's always an advantage. I think that's why many guys, GT3 went for the Ferrari, because of the wet weather possibilities.
Yeah.
Love the variability on all the races this weekend. All 4 races were different.
Yeah, that's the great thing, isn't it, about that dynamic, is that you need to have like 2 or 3 setups ready.
Yeah.
For different types of temperatures, or maybe dry or wet on the borderline.
You jumping on board, was it, for some reason?
I'm actually on board with him as well. But got EBT. EBT's back this week. He reserved last week and got a podium on his debut, and I think he's back now reserving for Shug in the BMW still, but in a light blue, the Golf livery. So he's back, hoping to get a permanent seat. In the minute, he's 3rd behind Coulthard and Shug, and he's racing today, so he could be leading the championship with a good race. And he's actually a reserve, so.
Well, you're losing a driver, so would he get that seat?
No, just missing for 1 week, but.
No, Matty, who's not here now. Actually.
Oh, right, yeah, Matty. I think we got JDB, who was first reserved. He wanted to move over to the from the Euro, and so he's going to take that seat, I believe.
So this.
The thing is, that's pretty accurate, mate.
It is a nightmare, mate. Like, when I walked into pros, I was like, yeah, do you know what? I've got half a chance of a top 5 finish here. 2 races, I'll quit. So, well, to be honest, like, trying to run everything and do the actual race as well was just too much. So,
quali coming up. I don't know, we got in the chat, but who you're supporting, but maybe just tell us who you're supporting and where you think they're gonna qualify.
I can't tell you who I'm supporting. I can mind completely impartial.
But we got Cara, we got Morgan, Weed Flamin', Trigger, Coulthard. Let's hear what your predictions.
Green light, go, go, go.
Why has he done that? Stupid game. No,
What's happening?
That's right.
So Masala's first car out, followed by Mango. No, not Mango. Who's that? Big Al.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had the screen all set up properly, and it's gone all. That's because I'm watching the wrong thing. Idiot. Sorry, guys. I'm just sorting it out because There we have it. We got Tux's screen in there as well. So during the race, we can jump aboard, see what incidents have been occurring and everything. It's annoying because SOP got it exactly the same place, and I'm like, I don't want it there. I don't want to be copying. But also, I don't like switching screens as well. So I think this is the best option. But, yeah.
So everyone's looking to get some space, just because I think that most of them are probably going to just stay out there for 15 if they can. So you just want a nice gap here. You don't want to, and just you want to try and position yourself not just right in front of someone who knows quicker than you, whatever. So you have a clean pulley, or if you can, because if you don't get that rhythm early, you're always chasing it, aren't you?
Yeah.
And a track like this, you need a good quality at this track, else you're just going to be losing too much time in the early laps, probably.
Yeah, I find with tricky first turns it can be a problem. Like it can be your first lap. So Paddock Hill is definitely a tricky turn. I mean, you get it right, it's easy, but you kind of get your line wrong and you're struggling. Then you're struggling in, like you're off pace into Druids. And then
I've seen a lot of incidents on these first two corners, haven't we? Before on these first two corners, and the hairpin at the bottom of the hill.
I struggle with that. I think that's a Graham Hill bend, that one. I struggle with that, and then this is Graham Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Left-hander.
This is trickier as well. Pilgrim's Rise, I think. Yeah, it's the opposite. Because it actually drops. Trigger shouting that blue past you.
Yeah. Chaotic's looking good. What are you expecting from Neil tonight, Trigger? Has he been chatting to you about his pace?
I expect a hard time off Neil. That's what I get.
Not while he's racing though, because he can't get in the chat.
He can't abuse me. I love it. I'm not offended.
Yeah. No, it's great when he's in the chat, and he's always adding a bit of humour.
Yeah, him and Coulthard. Coulthard's just got the best humour. Just his wit is on point every time. He spots everything. But Salah's coming round and he's
4.
He's in first place. We've got a
Big Al.
He goes into second.
Is 1.3 off. So what was it? A 32.0 from Morgan, wasn't it? He's So it's it's not a bad time. 33.4. I think he's going to be hoping to sneak into the high 32s probably.
We're looking at to be pretty quick in here. Wizard.
I think
Physics.
Masala, Wizard.
Physics is in the Chevy, not Beamer, so I'm not too sure.
Chaotic was looking quick in practice.
Yes, I think Chaotic should be bumped down to Euro.
Lil Mon, he's always quietly up there.
Yeah, he's there or thereabouts. But yeah, Chaotic.
And Skills, Richie Skills in there now. He didn't race last week, but he's moved over as well, so he's in the Aston. The all white with the red stripe.
Don't actually, not actually seen too much of him actually. Racing, because.
No, he's tidy. I mean, I don't know how his ultimate pace, but I've seen him, and he's a a good racer, a fair racer from what I've seen.
Yeah. So Wizard's going to be hoping to keep it straight this time. He was very sideways at the weekend. He either is loving the track or he's off of it. There's no middle ground, I've noticed with him.
He's a consistent driver though, Wizard was. I think maybe once he makes one mistake, he maybe lets it. Kind of
In the
more mistakes come. But I think if he can keep his head and just have consistent pace, I think he's very good. But I haven't seen a lot of him wheel to wheel and in real tense situations yet. But I'm sure we'll see it this season.
I do miss getting out there with the guys and that lot.
Oh, he's just lost it there though. On his quali run and hit the wall, he's going to be returned to the pits.
So Masada setting the early pace.
Yeah, man shot. He's the biggest improver, I think, in GT4.
Yes, I think he could be the mover in the red eBay of this season.
Yeah. No, he puts the practice time in, and it shows.
I'll tell you what, keep an eye out for Medic this season as well.
Yeah,
he's on some sort of form at the moment. So he looked really strong. I can't remember what happened. I think he had a pit again at the weekend. Or he got a drive through. But that's the thing, is just getting them silly mistakes out of the system. Mago goes up into 12th place there. And
so you've got Jay Jones.
Yep.
He's struggling with understeer, he was saying earlier in the week, but he's put himself in 5th. Next is Big Al, I think. Yeah. He's on a valid lap.
He was absolutely gutted on Sunday. It didn't rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for
it's second place. Big Al's stuck himself right there.
I just thought we didn't mention Big Al actually.
It's because he struggled last week, and he said he's been struggling with the Chevy, so he's found something.
He's switching between Xbox and PC.
PC and Xbox, yeah. So we've got EBTs up there as well, and Gibbs up there again. He was 3rd last week at Imola, wasn't he, on Folly, Gibb?
And it goes into 14th, and he'll go 16th. 5-7-6 coming across.
JGB, he's moved up to for his first Intercon race, 9th at the moment. Racing for the Green Goblins as a reserve driver today, but he will be joining permanently next week.
Physics going wide on both the exit, both sides of the road. Fair
Is
play
that
to that.
Wizard coming around the last corner? Yeah, no, it's not. Who is it?
488, Stevie's awake.
Okay.
Galea's coming around next. Galea goes in at 12th. Jensen next. See, this is why I do like the numbers, because I can now, like, once I get used to a driver, I just look at the number. See, 618, I don't know yet. Is Gibb. Why don't I know that?
That's Gibb. I don't know. He's been in the hole ever since he started.
Whoopsie. 916.
But he could be on a good left by. Who knows?
916 is Manshot, is it not? Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Gibb goes 5th. Manshot coming around. Is it Clark Curve?
I don't know the name of it, I'm afraid.
I need to do one of my drawings. Manshot comes around. Stays in 6th for now. Medic coming across the line.
Found a 10th, didn't he?
Doesn't go anywhere. 576. Richie Skills. No, that's not Richie.
Oh, we might have the juice stuff in chat. Axie says he gave Big Al his setup.
Ooh. You lot are generous lot. But we're now sponsored by Coach Dave, so you stop sharing them now, please.
No, I think Axie makes his own.
Yeah, I know, mate, I know. I was just talking about it. It's been rife. Like, obviously, yeah. I'm not going to say too much, actually, but
no.
I know you do it. Buy them. Buffer out as well.
It's got Wizard Woz and JDB have got exactly the same time in 8th and 9th at the minute. So I think Woz has got time to find, hasn't he? He's looking quite quick in practice as earlier in the week. He did have an off and hit the wall.
It goes further, but we see him get it wrong in the final corner. Doesn't improve that lap. I think. No offence to Wizard.
Skid's coming around again.
He gets it wrong now. I think Wizard could be just like one of them stallers this season. You know, when your improvement sort of just levels out a bit.
I don't know if I agree. I think he'd be right up there, so we'll see.
Like we see it from, well, actually Mover became ill, so that's a completely different scenario.
It's not really fair, is it?
No. I'm gonna. You do the talking, right? I'll do the switching cams.
No, I think Wizard was, and I'm hoping to see him move it back in. He's a reserve in the GT4, so he might be able to get back in, if not permanently, for a few rounds this season. But I think Woz is going to qualify higher than 8th. I think he's going to put a lap in. He's got probably 2 or 3 lap, well, maybe 3 or 4 attempts to go. Yeah, 3 maybe. but not breaking into 32s at the moment.
No.
I think Masala could.
I reckon Al could if he pulled it lap out and Jensen's just gone wide on that corner once again. He's been struggling with a lot of understeer on the exit, and you saying that as well. Al does look like he's on a bit of a on the lap at the moment. Cuts that corner nicely. Moves it onto the curb on the exit. Tricky corner, as Steve was saying earlier. You brake and you kind of hope the corner's there.
Yeah.
You get that wrong, you're right on the grass on the exit, and it's really hard to slow the car down out there. So you normally end up in the wall. Heavy on the brakes. Actually, it's not red. Yeah, it's pretty heavy on the brakes, and it's quite a medium braking distance on that one. This one's
Chaotic's struggling to put a lap in. He was just up then, but he made a mistake on the second to last corner, and he's got some serious pace, I think. So he's standing 14th, and he's going to have 2 or 3 more goes.
Got guys invalidating,
2.
perhaps.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit sunnier than it was in the last, probably, because the temp's gone up a little bit.
A little windier as well, though.
Yeah, it's on dynamic, even though it's dry, so that's switching around.
Do you reckon we could ever do stormy conditions?
You mean, what do they call it? Flooded? Is that what you mean?
Basically, yeah. Do you reckon BoA could be at that standard that we could actually race in the conditions and just not be a complete?
You can, but I think everyone needs to put some serious practice in. You can't just go into there with like 20 minutes practice.
Balls out and go, yeah, here I am. It don't work like that.
Yeah, no.
Wizards.
So
it did improve
anything
in
moving
his
around?
last lap, but not on that lap. And then we've got
Yep.
Galea sitting in 13th at the moment. Struggling to get that little pulse going. Does look really little, that. Oh, imagine that next to Bentley.
Right, I'm watching Chaotic and he's up on his lap. So it should be his best lap so far.
Not having a Lando moment. Oh, don't. I was heartbroken for him. He really thought he had the right thing. Like Lewis thought he was doing the right thing as well, didn't he? We'll talk about that maybe in quite a point of the race. As Chaotic goes up into 10th. Won that 5-3. Where are you? Side E.
I think he's gone wide there though. That's going to be it for Chaotic. He's not going to have time to get around again.
So we've got about 10 cars currently still out on the lap. 1, 2, 6. 6? 6?
EBT, he could be potential pole if he hooks it up.
And he
Yes,
does.
he's on there. He's nicked it from Kara's friend. But has Masala got a chance to reply to that? I don't know. Is he on a lap? I think he might have just gone wide at Graham Hill. Yeah, he's pulled over, so he's not going to be able to get that pole position back.
And we've got Big Al.
Big Al's coming around.
Looked really slow through the last corner there.
Yeah, I don't think he's on a big one.
Yeah, looked really slow through that corner.
He's got another chance though.
He will be the last one to come round, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Ooh,
Steve just missed out, I think. Just missed out.
No, he made it. He made it. But then he went wide.
No, I think he just binned it off.
Didn't get the flag.
153. Side E.
Side E.
I think it should be nice and easy to remember that number, shouldn't it? It did improve, but it stays in 13th. 1, 2.
Yeah.
126? 176. 126.
126. Pole man.
Oh, should get that
By
by
physics.
I can't see it. Oh. Yeah, followed by physics, who's
He improved. EBT improved another 10th.
Yeah. So unless Big
Physics
Al...
spinned off. Wizard was. Just binned it off. Galea is next.
Galea, pinch pole. Already 1.9 off the lead.
You just read chat, have you?
I just ruined it. Well,
listen at your own discretion.
And he comes across the line. Biker Craig does jump up to 17th, and Big Al. He did. I think he improved.
Improved a little bit, didn't he? But not enough to do any positional changes.
You idiots! Right, I just need to quickly run to the toilet. I'm going to leave it on that screen because I haven't got time to do the ads. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I'm back. Alright.
You're back.
Not back in the pack. Yeah, well then, Craig. But I'm going to quickly run the adverts and we'll be back in a minute. I just need to press the right button and that one and then... Go, this is going to be do or die. Now, literally bumper to bumper. We're back in the room. 30 seconds. So I didn't even tell you it was going live there, did I? We're live again, mate.
You didn't tell me we weren't live either, so I was just... But we're all good. It could be a good race. Got 19 race drivers here.
10 seconds.
Think of the sponsors. One of them is Tux. One's Luke. That is a nice sight there. To be on board with EBT. Sets off to bring the pack round. Short tracking Kent, just up the road from me.
EBT's second BoA race. Last week he got a podium. This week he's on pole position. So can only get worse from here.
That's the attitude. Mr. Positive over here. Wonder how many people turned up for the PC race. They've done mods into that.
Okay. Didn't realise they were racing.
Yeah, I'm completely
What league's that then?
I'm completely baffled by Luke's choice there, but there must have been a reason. Not the love to stream, because there's only been 40 cars, so I would love to stream that. Still trying to learn all the techniques. I've learned everything on here now. I'm like, scratching my head, so I started all over again over it. Gotta go for
Just seeing Coolbuz's comment. He's lucky he's not racing today, so I'm mullering.
Oh, I love it. So I mean, nothing gets past it.
EBT is Portuguese, I believe, but is EBT some sort of Scottish thing?
EBT?
Yeah, he's asked, is he Scottish?
I'm waiting for the punchline.
I don't know if it's because there's been so many. I think it might be just because there was lots of Scots in the top 3 last week, wasn't there? It was the whole top 4, was it? With Scottish drivers, I think. Maybe it's referencing that, but he's Portuguese, I believe.
Nice. Nice to have the Mediterranean flavour. Some of us pasties. They all start bunching up. On board with Tux as well in this small screen. He's got a perfect view there. He's in the mid pack. We are at the front. I don't know what I hate these bits because I don't know what. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's a tense time for everyone, isn't it? It's the start of the race because you just want it to go well.
Yeah, here we go. Across the line, and the lights are going to go green. Let's race. Solid seems to have got a good start on the outside. Yeah, he's through, he's gone.
It's looking
gone.
clean at the back at the moment as we approach the hairpin.
No,
It's punching up now though. There's been a touch on skills, he's managed to hold it.
I think. Oh no, sorry.
So they've got around. Oh, Medic's just been buzzed. Galea got in a bit of a sandwich there. And there's been a few little minor offs and no big damage, but they're all sideys spanning the grass. But I don't think there's any big damage there, but it's just a little bit awkward.
Bumper cars.
Society's going to fall right to the back of the pack. Oh, it's a little touch there from Steve on Galea. But they're just getting through a few little bumps. Mainly, Galea's lost a position to Steve as awake. Your co-comms in the Euro there, so he's taken a spot with the Ginetta. Down the straight, it doesn't happen often.
But Masala's got off to a lightning start at the front. Kara's friend is way out in front at the moment. He's just pulled a nice gap at the beginning. I don't know how he got the jump, but EBT looked really slow off the start.
Got Physics, Gibb and Lilmon having a good scrap for 5th.
I'm just going to leave your screen open.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just try and put something that's not on yours.
Make it a little bit smaller so we can actually see the main screen. Don't know what's touchy stuff.
Lilmon might be going for a move. No. Unless he scares Gibb off. Which that might have happened. Gibb has gone off a little bit. Lilmon might get the move done. I think he has down the inside. Yep, Lilmon moves up into 6th.
We've just got all sorts of pressure by Mango and Atomic. Mango having a good start. Notice that with the controller guys, they do get off to a good start somehow. Maybe it's that
Yeah.
I think obviously it's going to be quicker to put your finger down than it is your foot. So I reckon that reaction time just gives them that little jump.
Manchuk fall down the order a bit because didn't he qualify in the top 8? 13? Yeah, but he's still intact. He's behind Biker Craig.
EBT's got a task ahead of him. Masala's looking strong tonight.
Yeah, I've seen Masala practicing quite a bit this week. He's looked fast.
Just want to thank you from Masala for the video, the advert.
Yeah,
saw the
no,
GT4
absolutely.
in West One that was made by Masala.
Yeah, he's got some skills, that boy.
Yeah.
Not just behind the wheel or on the controller in his case, but
Behind the keyboard as well. Wouldn't call him a keyboard warrior.
So we got
Yeah, I'm on board with Gibb at the moment.
Galetta's in the pits, so he's gone for the early jump.
Pressure
Get some
issues.
space, and
Yeah,
I think he's struggling a bit with the Porsche, so maybe he just wants to get some. He's at the back of the grid. He just so hard to overtake here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he's quicker in the race than he is in quali in that Porsche, but it's a bit of a handful. That's why you don't see many of them. Hoonigan was struggling with it too, wasn't he?
Mango's managed to keep with Tomic at the beginning of this race. Good pace from him.
Yeah, it's impressive. And was a stop behind JD, but it's all, it's very tight, isn't it? It's not any big gaps.
No, apart from that bumper it was. So obviously because of that, the lead pack has gotten away. Al's gone with him.
Yeah.
But he is dropping off them slightly every lap. So I think Al's looking at quite a lonely race. Some gents up. Blind at the start.
Oh, we got stop and go. Oh, no, not again.
Oh.
Second week in a row.
Come on, Galay. How long have you been playing this game, mate? How many times have you raced that?
Nobody's knocked out the pit board because he's the first one in there.
Trying to snatch
It's a shame. Yeah. But it's cost you a minute.
It's 45 minutes. It's going to be a long race. Got a nice little battle going on for 13th at the moment. Man Shark just makes
Yeah, I think Biker Craig is on the controller learning the game, and he's making good starts, like you say, with the controller. So, but he's got a bit of a queue coming up behind him, hasn't he?
Yeah, Medic's just got his way through a bit of traffic there, so he's starting to make a bit of a charge. Jump back on board with Gibb at the moment because he's got.
Was that Skills made up a place there, did he, on Steve, or has he already had?
Questions.
Too late for that kind of question.
I don't know. I'm just trying to keep up.
Just guess.
Yes, I agree, mate. Whatever you said. Oh, Mango's completely. Was that Mango?
Galea.
Was
Galea, he's just come out of the pits.
Yeah, he's probably doing his stop go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. It might be alright. It might actually, because you don't want to be at the back of the pack. You don't want to be in the middle of it, do you? When you're back marker.
No.
It's just horrible. Just getting overtaken.
But he's 2 laps down now, isn't he? Because he's pitted and done that.
Is he going to tap out? He kicks it into second. How did you kick your steering wheel?
EBT is right behind the Solar.
Oh.
With that BMW power down the straight.
This is
No one this.
Remains Alonso's clearly stopped go. Why are you apologising?
Well, maybe to his team. Who knows? Physics' team captain is under pressure from Le Mans at the minute.
Still going on behind Tomic as well. 4-car train there. And we've got another 4-car train behind Richie as well. Richie, Stevie's awake, Medic, Neil B. Mango up in the 9th. Mango's on a charge today.
Yeah, the Merc does go well here, but you know, you got to put it in the right places, and he's driving well considering he hasn't done a lot of practice.
Yeah, we don't see much of him nowadays. Since he's got waffied up.
So Medic's pulled the trigger on the pit.
Do you know why? For some reason I started looking for trigger.
Oh, we had to reverse a little bit. He didn't get his pit placement very good.
Lose 3-4 seconds there.
EBT's going for a move, is he? It's very close.
We're watching the same thing in a moment, so we're going to jump a ball with Lil Mon, who's being hunted down, or he's hunted down, sorry, Physics. Lil Mon, you did give him a bit of a shout earlier. I gave Physics a shout as well, actually, so see a pair of them up there. Big Al's having a blinder, sitting in 3rd at the moment.
Yeah, the Chevy seems to go well. They've got Chevy in 3rd, 4th and 5th.
At the moment, you've got to say, Al's one of the improvers at the start of this season so far. Looking really strong.
Yeah, big Al, do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I expected him to do better last week at Imola. I expect him to challenge for this championship, so because he had a good strong season last season really as well, and it was his first one in GT4, so it just depends how much time he's got to put into it, like the people.
I've actually got a race in SOP tomorrow night. I don't even know where we are. Shows what practice I've done. You might actually stream it. If it's, let me see what track it is. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. I've still got
I think Wizard Wars must have gone off at some point to let Mango past, or wonder if Mango overtook him, but I'm pretty sure Woz was ahead a few laps ago.
Yeah,
he's now pressuring Mango back.
Quite far up the grid.
Got Richie Skills just leaving the pits. He's just got out in front of Medic. Oh no, not. He's in front of traffic. That's the problem with pitting early, is he's come right in front of the leaders, so he's going to have to get out of the way.
We are
Sala goes round him, and EBT's going to be held up a little bit here by Skills. Nothing he can really do about it, but it's just not helped. EBT is going to be a little bit further behind Masala now.
Frills and spills that we had of Euro League.
No, we said it before, haven't we? This is a bit more of a gentleman's league, a bit more.
Yeah.
These drivers are it's quite probably a bit more active. The chat, they're a bit more of a community. You know,
yeah.
A lot of these guys are racing each other for a long time, whereas the Euro is a lot of new guys together, so it's going to happen. But a lot of these guys have raced, 2 or 3 or 4 seasons of GT4 now in this league, so
Big Al's
they know each other very well.
Big Al's one of the founders. So
Yeah.
Gib.
And Shogun Coulthard are also missing.
Jones Physics. Mango.
Neil's in here.
Neil Galea. Steve
Medic.
and Richie, they're becoming a big part of the community.
Yeah,
each week
no, it's a good atmosphere. It's a very good atmosphere in GT4 in this league, you know.
Generally
especially.
Speaking, I think there's good atmosphere, like hearing the toxicity after Saturday.
Yeah.
In Misano chats and that lot, there was a lot of name calling and things like that, and I'm just so glad that Power isn't like that.
Yeah, it's always better just sleep on it, isn't it? Just sleep on it, and if you still feel the same way in the morning, then maybe send them a message, just kind of, or whatever, but, yeah, it's probably not, it's never the good idea to post straight after a race if you're angry, is it?
No. And do not come onto the chat as well, onto the stream. Stop raging. I hate that. But obviously, complain if you had a bad race. We're all going to do that. We want to hear your stories of what bad race, but if you're coming on ranting, I would, yeah. I'm going to stop.
Was really pushing Mango here. Can he hold his nerve?
Oh, someone's off. Or was off.
I think that might have been the battle ahead. He just skimmed grass. Yeah. Was at the inside. Mango's giving room.
Nicely done. Nice driving. 2 Mercs.
It's a thing, a lot of people, you know, when a car gets up your inside, you just got, especially on a track like this, you've got to give them the room, else you're going to get pushed off in the grass, and your race is going to be finished, so you've got to, you know, it's times to do sensible sometimes, and Mango's done it there.
Generally speaking, good driver, used to be the most consistent on our Project Cars days, but ACC is a different ball game, especially for the controller guys. We do quite, very few people can refine the controller.
He's got work with it, is he? No, he's just got work with it, I think, but Manshot's going to be right on him. He's not though, is he? So Manshot maybe had a little issue himself there, because he didn't gain a lot, did he? Oh, that's Gib and Chaotic was there. Both facing the wrong way there.
Gibbs on the charts this season as well. Shame them to just.
Yeah, he had a.
Do you want to get a replay?
Yeah, I can do. Give me a minute. I'll tell you when I got it.
There we are.
You on with me now, are you? It's the next lap.
Yeah, we need it right near the end. Yeah, stay with that.
We'll leave it from here if you want.
Watch that as we watch EBT pressurising. Pressurising, is that right? Pressuring.
It's quite far back, so Gib must have made a mistake. He's gone wide, he's got a bit of grass. It's got a run on him.
I have to say, if there's anyone at fault, you'd have to go with Atomic on that one. He was behind.
And then Gib struggled to span when he's recovered.
Horrible when you do that. Unfortunately,
and then he's had to let a lot of cars pass.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see it from different angles as well. It's never easy to tell from one.
Yeah, well, it's their decision to report it.
So EBT's still 0.3 behind Masala. He's holding his nerve. Trigger putting a shout out for the controller boys. I'm the same. I don't think I would have the patience to learn this game with controller.
I don't know how my brother does it. He's better than me than I am on the wheel. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we've always been up this similar pace. He's definitely got.
So we've got JDB and Chaotic, very close. Chaotic's span, I think.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if it touched it. I could see from the angle I was watching, but he just seems to get on a bit of a wobble. And Chaotic's race is fortunately going downhill quickly.
Yeah, it looks like Gibb. That's very rare. Looks like there may be a rage quit from Gibb. That is very rare, though. I've never known him to do that.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sure he'll let us all know in the chat.
It's quite funny.
But we've still got 18 out there.
The Scots.
What, sorry?
Yeah, it's quite funny. The Scots rarely rage quit. See how angry they are. Or sound.
Yeah.
Only joking.
Yeah. Masala is on controller.
Yeah.
Kara. Yeah.
Yes. So I think this seems to be suiting the controller guys this track. Maybe it's the fast corners.
It's good to the front though. EBT's been very patient trying to find the error, but Masala's not cracked.
No.
A 5.9 gap to the Gal, so it's basically a race between those two for the win at the moment, unless they really start slowing each other down. Which I think they're just pulling away together at the moment, and maybe we'll see them battle for the last 15 minutes or so after they pitted.
Yeah. Feel lose my voice.
Chaotic's gone in the pits, but he's going to be right at the back, I think. Not sure where Skills is. Skills and Neil are going to go past him, I think.
The Medic was going around the circle as well. So let's watch Medic. No, sorry, it's Gibby.
Yeah, they're both in the album, aren't they? But one's black, one's white. It's in the pits. So, was he just in front of Lil Mon? I can't remember now.
Medics. Just that front Medic.
I'd imagine Physics is going to be first at the pitters. I don't know, Mango's there, first pitter so far. He's having a great race.
It's coming around 6-3 now, so let's see how that goes. It's going to be pretty close, I'd say, at the moment. This shot's quick. You're in a sleeping bag.
That's alright, I sat back into the sofa. It's just...
Get me out.
Woke me up.
So,
yeah.
yeah, I think this is going to be close. Mango comes.
Mango's got him.
Got really wide.
Is he in the grass though? Oof, it was almost. He could have been in the wall there if he.
Yeah.
That grab.
Twice he's done that. Maybe he was just giving himself a wide berth to Physics, but.
I'm sure he was, but he almost cost him, didn't he? But interesting battle now. Two of the admin, two of the old school.
Yeah. Jess is having a blinder. He's closing in on now. Al's had an issue. I think he's dropped 7 seconds back. I reckon everyone's teammates out there right now should be having a go at their teammates. Because there's 8 viewers, so they've all watched their race, cheered them on, and I've done it in return. Bang out of them, I reckon.
Past their bedtime, that'll be their excuse.
We've got 10 viewers, one of them's me. And the other one's you. And Masala's friend. He's really starting to get ABT's, I think he's just being I think he's toying with him.
I think you might be right. I think he's just waiting for to take the undercut, isn't he?
I think he just climbed out the fridge cool part. The amount of noise he's just made.
Sorry, my dog keeps fucking pawing my leg and things, so
He just
trying to get rid of her.
He just shot the F-bomb.
What time is it?
It doesn't matter. You don't do it. And yeah. I got in trouble the other night if I was dropping the F-bomb at 1 o'clock in the morning.
All physics. Bit.
Yeah, just caught that as little Mon was making his way.
Saved me that day, didn't it?
Yeah, we got that one. I don't think physics wants a replay of that if he watches it back. He's underway though, but it's going to be a struggle.
So, Big Al's just coming out the pits. He's going to be clear, isn't he? No one's coming.
Well clear.
JDB and Manshark in there as well.
Yeah, so let's see. Mango's going to do really well. He's battling with Wizard, who's in fourth, so.
Yeah, he's a stormer, isn't he?
If he can keep it away from that bloody edge of that grass.
At some point that's going to catch him out, isn't it?
Clench him. Every time he goes near it, like, oh god.
So JDB's just coming out the pits. I think he's going to be in front of... Is he in front of Skills, is it? No. It's a Janetta.
Doozy cheering on... I'm guessing you're cheering on... Steve's awake. Probably sitting up in 5th place.
So EBT's taking the pit.
The gaps are huge between them one. Missile needs to get his index finger down.
Yeah. I think the ideal strategy is to pit the next lap because you've had one lap more with fresh tyres.
Yeah.
So I think we'll expect him in this next lap. I'd have thought.
Yeah, you don't want to be out there too long.
He knows he's got the pace. He's just been like half a second behind him for 20 minutes, isn't he? So
Let's see what he does. But yeah, you're right. If I was in my pit as well. Yeah. This is normally when we find out if people were listening or not. Yeah, I found out I might have been giving people coded messages. Well, they thought he coded, but yeah. Matty was saying he was diving into the pits when I was saying that he should on the stream, and it's worked out for him.
yeah.
So I'm basically a spotter.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't listen to the stream during the race. I'd lose concentration. I'd prefer to read it myself if I can.
Especially when Al does one of his rambles. You don't need that while you're racing.
So we've got Masala, Jay Jones, and Wizard Boz, and Steve's awake in the pits. EBT's coming towards the last corner now, so.
Oh, someone's
I don't know
off.
how many seconds.
But that man go off. It's just loud. Lil Mon.
Lil Mon's his teammate, so. Actually, he's just made a mistake on his own there. So EBT's coming down the straight. I think he's not going to keep. He's not going to get the first. Sala's got a comfortable lead. So he's obviously mastered the pit stop.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty much like he's to lose at the moment.
And Mango's right behind Woz as he comes out of the pits. Oh, he's almost gone in the gravel trap. Woz didn't give him much room on the outside, but they've got through. Mango, mistake cost him position to Woz there in the pits. Now he's got physics behind him.
this is the hardest street.
Yeah, it's late, isn't it?
Well, it's not that I'm not enjoying it or anything. It's just it's hard to talk because I just get you do get tired.
Physics is reeling in mango. So yeah, EBT's 2.6 back at the minute. So Sidey's the only man not to pit.
Mango gets it wide, then Greg cuts the grass. Look at Mango on the inside. It'd be great to get Mango back involved. Great character. Oh,
Mango's gave him the space. He's just kind of gone, go on through then.
Look like he just poked himself.
He's got an ultimate. He's got a chance still, but he's been too respectful there, really, hasn't he? But
I think he just got evasive. Sorry, I apologise. I think he just got evasive, and thought physics was going to come in a lot hotter than he actually was.
Yeah.
The way he just died. But then again, this is a controller, isn't it? It's like little movements.
Yeah, exactly. He lives to see another lap anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know where side he's going to filter into this. Like in the midfield, I'm guessing. He's just pitted. It's interesting. EBT's not really reeling Assetto in here, is he?
No. So seems to come out
after that first stint.
He's got that Audi on rails at the moment. I don't like the Audi.
I do believe that even with the second place, EBT will lead the championship. So he just needs to get a seat so he can race every week.
Yeah. Something chasing down Manshark. Something probably on a bit of a charge here. Imagine that,
both of these guys would be disappointed to not be further up the grid. I think they both have the pace to do to be in the top 8.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, definitely top 10. Shout out to those who are in the top 10. Steve is awake. Mango.
Yeah, doing brilliant.
They're doing really well out there. Big Al and Jay Jensen as well. Jensen's not done as well as he.
Oh, Chaotic's just gone off into sand at turn 1. So he's going to fall further back.
As we've seen him
Neil's
on
going to
GT3. What are you saying?
Neil, his teammates behind him. No, I thought Neil was going to get him, but he backed off.
Oh, Chaotic cuts the corner a bit there. Put it a bit loose on the exit. It's good that I'm still jumping the cameras. That means there are races going on.
I think JDB's going to definitely give Steve some trouble with the Beamer.
Jeanette's not been firing on all cylinders. I suppose it's only him and JDB7 driving. No, not JDB7. Bobstop.
Yeah, Victor wasn't racing this week. He used it well, but yeah, it's not many Jeanettes around. So it's a good car. You get the lap time, but the opening laps of the race, you'll just cannon fodder on the straights until you can get a bit of space and not be attacked all the time.
Yeah. A little lost. We'll have to do like a 2-hour genetic cut one day.
Yeah, it's a great car to drive.
Yeah, really fun. Great gearbox on it.
Yeah, you know, Masala had engine problems last week, so I wonder if he's going to be worrying about that at some point as well.
Reliability issues.
I don't believe he knows exactly what caused it. He had a bit of warning light come up in practice this week, I believe. So
I reckon it could be an over rev.
Yeah. And Handshot ran out of fuel, so I imagine he'll probably be finishing with 20 litres tonight.
Yeah, the old overcompensate.
But yeah, really impressed with Mango tonight. To come in, didn't race last week, hasn't probably done a lot of laps. I'd wager quite a decent amount. He hasn't done many practice laps. So to come in and be 8th, you know.
Mango's got a good, he's good talent. He's just, as you say,
yeah, I know.
He doesn't practice enough. He did have a wheel, but I don't think he's either got in a bit of trouble or just didn't gel with it.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? So.
Yeah. I didn't think Evo was ever going to get off controller, even though he had the wheel.
So EBT's starting to just bring it down, that gap, but he's only got 15 minutes, so he needs to get on with it and pressure Masala and Besnake, really.
Sorry for the yawning.
You've got JDB, he's just clawing Steve awake in every lap a little bit. And that BMW's going to be at ranged. It can get really close to him straight.
Bit of battle with Wizard and Lilmon.
Yeah. He's stuck on Galeo, isn't it, at the minute? He needs to lap Galeo because that's...
Yeah, Galeo probably move out of the way here, I'd imagine.
I think the best way here is just get on the outside and just let him up the inside, and turn 1 is probably the least amount of time you're going to lose. So I don't know if it was.
I don't think he's actually slowing him down at the moment.
No, Galeo's pace is good. He's just had a mess up with the pit stop, hasn't he?
Oh, no, this is where he needs to get out of the way. Yeah, there he goes. Has lost him time to JD though, as you can see up in front of him. Really impressed him. EBT's starting to come back at Sala, down under 2 seconds. I can hear you now. Hello?
Yep, I can hear you, mate.
Yeah.
EBT's down to 1.6. He's going to put some pressure on. Yeah. We thought we made better pace than these mates. Tyler's a sold one or something. What?
It's like dipping in and out.
Don't know what it's doing.
So I'm doing it again. I'm even turning my head watching this.
What battle are you watching?
JD and Steve Awake.
Ah, yeah.
Steve's Awake was on comms just before this race began.
I think Steve was awake is a little bit nervous because they've had a couple of collisions in the Euro League last season, potentially with a bit of internet issues between these two. So I think Steve will be sweating a little bit here with that big beamer in his rear mirror.
I did say to him if he's listening and that lots of caused a bit of drama. The race gets a bit quiet. And he said no, because he does have an incident now.
JD's going to get close on the straight, I think. Oh no, he's messed up in there.
Oh, he's struggling again.
Oof.
Yeah, that's lost. That's going to be like 3-4 seconds. That's going to be hard to get back.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a bit of work now, isn't he? So EBT's down to 1 second exactly, so he's catching.
Yeah. Taking chunks out of the side of it.
And I imagine in the second stint he might be a bit braver now. They got a 13-second gap to Al to maybe go for a move if he gets close enough. Got Chaotic catching Biker Craig, battle for 14th. Biker Craig's just, oh, they both made a little bit of an error there.
Anyway, close charge, isn't he?
He's had a couple of spins, or Biker Craig's gone wide.
Yeah.
And Chaotic's going to get the place.
Biker, he's going to be pretty happy with his race so far, I think.
He's still learning the game, and if you're in the top 16, you get, at least you're contributing some points, and so while you're learning, I'm sure he'll be pleased with that.
And while you learn.
Sounds like a good scheme, that.
Yeah, scheme was crap. It was a scam. Throat's hurting.
EBD's dropped back a bit now. Not sure what's happened there.
11 minutes to go. Not got a whole lot of time left now. We've gone through that phase where we say there's plenty of time to. No, there's not much time left now.
Brands Hatch can be a little bit like this, though. There's not going to be a whole load of overtaking, but you know, I know what you mean. Some of the gaps have spread out a bit more, but there'll be some guys though just really pleased to get points after missing out last week. And, you know, it can't always be the thrill a minute, can it?
No. Exactly. Yeah. You don't really get the overtakes that we used to. It's quite funny, really. As everyone's getting faster, it's getting harder and harder to overtake. I think Atomic's just had another off because Biker Craig's only 9/10.
Wizard Wads is 0.7 as well, so he's getting close.
I'm on board with him now, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick was doing this the other night. He's bringing it up, he's like, you're probably already on board. I was like, yeah. Do my job then. I'm really considering a career in media since I've been doing all this. Not commentary. I'm not a commentator. I think I've done okay on this, but listening to the noob guys come in and that lot, it's taking it to a
There's a good stream earlier with Steve.
Yeah, whole new level.
Yeah, go for it, mate. Follow your dreams.
BoA is almost like the dream, because if it gets to what it could be, it could be crazy. And there are we're like, oh, nearly contacts. We're about
EBT's down to 0.7 as well.
2 good decisions from just breaking it, I think. Got to be ready.
Yeah, everything's always progressing. It's got to be done at the right speed, and you know, we haven't rushed anything. You've done everything in phases, haven't you? So
yeah, makes sense. Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Sidey.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was close.
It's going to be a big accident, but Manshot's coming now. Manshot's going to get him as well.
He was happy when he spun around a bit and then see the tarmac.
EBT's now going to be really making Masala sweat.
Comes up bold.
Ooh, he's just almost lost the back end there, Masala. Gathered it back up again.
Yeah, you're saying about doing things in phases and that, like the PC side is it's crazy.
It's a whole other world, isn't it?
It's like I'm just scratching the surface, and I am like, I'll do one bit thinking, I'm like, how does that do that? And like, what? It's just like, not how does it, but I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do it. Like, so many things.
Yeah. EBT's going to get really close here, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm jumping between him and Sidey, but okay, yeah, stay with this one. He's putting the pressure on. Yeah, Hardy's struggling on the tyres, going through a phase.
Yeah, it does do that a bit, the Audi. It seems to fade away as the longer the stint, more than maybe some of the other cars.
GT3 definitely does it. You go for a lap where you're just terrible.
Yeah. It's in the slipstream. It's just not long enough this straight, is it? It's going to maybe have a chance though.
We're looking at 130, was it? 133, so we're looking
133.
Laps. 4, maybe 5 laps.
Yeah.
What laps are they doing? They're doing 133 still.
Yeah, but the track's actually better condition now than quali. It was only fast and now it's optimum, so I think they're going quicker than they did in quali, probably.
Yeah, 32.8. From
yeah, pole was a 33.0, was it? Or 1?
Sala's quickest lap was a 33.8, so EBT definitely the quicker out there. Well, I think we can see it on the screen that
yeah.
if Masala wasn't there, it'd be off.
But he's being patient, and it's the right approach to do unless you're completely sure about it, especially when you just joined a league and things. You don't want to.
Yeah, get that name.
You can tell he's being patient. I think he's played a lot of F1 and he's enjoying ACC, but he's not experienced on it yet. But he's got a lot of talent.
He's not serious on it. The way this man's following,
well, he's only it's
like he's been racing it for like a couple of years.
Well, I don't know. I think he does F1 or has done F1 more than ACC. I don't know how much he's done at ACC. Yeah, he's got a silver license, so he's obviously done a bit.
Yeah.
Sala's gone a little wide there.
That marker's in front.
Catching Biker Craig and Neil there, isn't it?
I know Neil's very gracious.
And Biker Craig is actually EBT's teammate.
Good man. I think that was that a nod or he just got on the grass?
He could have been cheeky there and tried to maybe hold up Masala, couldn't he? But did the rod thing.
Not worth the aggro.
No.
Masala's like 2 seconds away from Neil Bean. He's flashing him. Do you reckon he's panicking a little bit?
Just a little bit.
You know he was.
He said he was listening quality, didn't he? So he might be listening now.
He's like so far behind him. Look.
Neil's not going slowly, so he's got his car hooked up.
He's doing well. There he goes.
He lets him pass there. Yeah. And then he'll get on the gas and keep in front of Parker Craig.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. And they're not going to catch anyone else, I don't think.
Quickest place for it without you losing too much time is probably in the braking zone. But you'd have to go out in the dirt and stuff.
Yeah.
But the safest place is on the exit. But you do lose a lot of time, so.
Varies circuit to circuit, doesn't it? Where the places are.
3 minutes, just 3 minutes. So yeah, will be 2 more laps.
I think Kara's getting nervous for Masala here. The chat's still there. Do you think he's going to hold on to it?
I think he could.
EBT doesn't look like he's going to do anything too rash, does he?
No.
He's only going to make a move if he can force an error. Probably, I think so.
And he's trying. He's
yeah,
doing
absolutely.
Really well. He's doing really well.
He's doing brilliant. He came third last week. If he gets a second here, he's leading the championship, so he doesn't need to do anything rash. But it's not to say he won't.
Yeah. Last corner. Seen it before, Transact.
Wizard was right behind Mango, so it's just gone a bit wide there, but not enough to run on him, I don't think.
Apparently Neil's in a lot of pain.
That's a shame.
Just a couple more laps, dude.
So Mango's up into 7th, so he'll drop back. Was it Sidey? Anyway, Mango's in 7th at the minute. Was his pressure on him, so he might be fall back to 8th. We saw was get past Mango earlier, didn't we? So some Mango managed to get past in the pit phase, I think.
Yeah, Mango's definitely going to get my driver today, I think.
Is EBT in the lead, or is he falling back? Or is... No, he's falling back, isn't he? Yeah. Because he was 2... Well, I think he got very close for a move, probably, because it said 0.2.
Oh.
So actually he had to only take... Who's lost tyres?
EBT got it really wrong on the exit.
Okay.
Not really wrong.
I think he might have got on the grass, maybe there might have been a moment. I could probably have a look on the replay, see.
Wizard all over the back just a couple laps ago.
Yeah, he just himself and hit the back of Masala, but you know they both got back and again it was okay. But EBT just backed off a bit after he hit him.
Ah, okay. It's always good to see gentlemanly behaviour. Yeah, if he was going to kick off.
Wizard was just got ahead of Mango.
Yeah, on my ball.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say it.
I didn't say.
I was looking at that replay.
I'm not going to
Okay. Fair enough. Last lap, anyway.
Yeah.
Sidey's right behind Skills on the back straight.
Mango's not letting Wizard get away with it. Yeah, I was looking at the screen, but I didn't say anything. But I see it happen. I'm kind of forgetting fundamentals.
I said it because I didn't know if I missed you to say because I was zoning out a bit as myself looking at the replay. So.
I think he's got past it. Or that? Okay. So Masala's going to bring it home.
Yeah, unless he puts it in the grass here, he's going to win this race.
Oh, this is going to be like the slowest lap ever. Well, like Danny Rickett with Monza getting the fastest lap.
We've got drive through for Mango. No. Track limits on the last lap. He's got a big gap to Steve Awake as well. He isn't going to be able to pit, is he? Is he?
No, you don't need to.
It's going to be the last lap.
It will be the last lap.
No, but...
He doesn't need to. If he brings it...
I know he doesn't need to, but the penalty for missing it is more than it...
No,
more than it cost.
There was 30 seconds the other day.
He's only got 14 to Steve Awake. He could have... Yeah,
I think he'll still...
He'll finish 12th. 10th? Okay. It's a shame for him. But yeah, Masala with the win and some good respect there after the race. I think they pulled alongside each other.
Jay Jones is really quiet race, but solid.
Yeah, him and Big Al just solid,
yeah,
big points there for their teams, and themselves and the drivers.
Oh, I'm really gutted for Mango there. He's coming in to do his drive through.
He's actually come in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at the wall a bit as well. He needs to turn.
I don't know what
So he's going to cross the line before he exits, isn't he? So we've got Steve Awake coming. I think Steve's going to pip him. Almost going to be side by side.
Oh.
Mango's finished the race and he's got plus 30.
And he still gets a penalty. That's what I'm saying. Sidey coming across the line, followed by Richie and Mansell.
Oh, he's got it, nice.
So let's see where that puts Mango. That's going to drop him all the way down to 14. Oh no!
It's like ghetto, that is.
Oh man!
But at least he can take solace in a really good performance, even if he's had a bit of bad luck at the end there.
Well done, Glad, for sticking that out, dude. Oh, you actually caught Medic up. Well done, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So well done. Yeah, well done to Masala picking up. I think that's probably his first BoA win.
Didn't he win the Intercon KTM one? Or did Bumstop win that? I can't remember.
I'm not too sure.
I think Bumstop might win, actually. Yeah, but that means there's 100% Scottish wins in GT4 Intercon so far, with Coulthard and now Masala.
Yeah, that's a record we don't want to continue in.
I think EBT is going to make it a Portuguese win soon.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time. You can see Big Al picking up a win possibly this season. So
yeah, and Shug's got to come back as well. So yeah, enjoyed that race, even though it's a little bit more sedate than the Euro one, but some good battle.
Okay,
team battles as well.
Okay, Robbie's saying sorry, Masala. He was second. Yeah, that was great stuff there, guys. That was yeah, not the end drama that we had in Euro, but some solid drives out there. Gutted for Mango. But yeah, so sorry, don't get my driver of the day. That goes to Jay Jones now. Long way to go there, Roy. I'm confused.
I think he means you were bigging him up, and he's probably downplaying his performance a bit, but it is a good result for Big Al.
Yeah, it's definitely a leap forward. So much improvement from him so far this season.
Green light,
Thanks, my
go,
friend.
go, go.
Thank you very much. Always
No
a pleasure.
props.
Never a chore.
See you next week.
Yes.
Wet Suzuka.
You're at Suzuka, are you? We're at Zandvoort on Sunday. I'm at Imola tomorrow night for SOP. So come cheer me and Luke on if you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheers, guys.
Nice one.
Before we go, don't forget to like and subscribe the video and to our content. I'm going to go because I'm rambling. So, cheers, guys. We'll see you all